I wanted a woman who would tilt the room. Like when they walk in the room, all the furniture slides her way. You know what I mean? Like everything slides her way.
That's a cold bar right there.
I want a woman to tilt the room. I want a woman who would tilt the room. Like when they walk in the room, all the furniture slides her way. You know what I mean? Like everything slides her way. And it's oh boy. You know what I'm
Do me a favor, please. Get out of here. Get out of here, man. Shit, I'm saying.
Guys, how are y'all? I got my crap.
Come sit down.
Oh, come on, because we need this to happen. I'm sorry, because I just really need this to happen. I don't want to be mad at me because I don't know how you feel, but I really need y'all to just go ahead and I'm coming in hot. No. Should I just stay on what I'm on right now? Yeah, go ahead. I'm gonna stay on it because why not? Why not? Like y'all have like lived life in every capacity anyone could live it in. You're living like you've already done it. So let's just seal it properly. Let's just seal it properly. Let's just seal it properly.
Hey, hold on. This shit ain't funny. It ain't funny, but it is.
Seal it properly because you know what? He deserves it. You deserve it. Why not? Like, I look at y'all and I'm like, they're so cute and so fly. Chrissy is so beautiful and so dope. And she holds you down, like, down, down, down. Like, this is a spirit talking through me right here.
This is a spirit talking through me right here.
Jezebel spirit for sure.
I'm just saying, like, I saw you and I got excited because I love what you meant to me for music and what you meant to me coming up. And also when I see y'all, like, from a love perspective, y'all, like, touch so many people. It's time. It's time.
But let me be your flower.
Okay.
She was here to give me them words of encouragement and the words of advice. I really did.
Yay, I appreciate that. That means so much. Oh, you think you are good? Come on, man. Come on, what's up?
It's an evil world we live in.
This is why simps are so dangerous, because they cause behavior like this. Ciara is the face of Jezebels, okay? She's like their queen. She give them hope. The fact that she got a sucker, Jezebels look up to her. So she feels like she gotta... This is so crazy. So she feel like she gotta check niggas. She gotta let dudes know, yo, what's up, man? What's up? It's about that time. Like, who this bird thinks she is? But this is what happens when these women mess with suckers, bro. They grow in their delusion. Their life is already delusional, and then they find a sucker who is gonna help them thrive in that delusion. And this is the outcome. A woman who doesn't know her place. This is crazy. The fact that this chick felt this comfortable. But again, I blame you simps, bro. Y'all are very dangerous, man. Y'all got birds like this running around. This right here is sad, bro. This right here is sad. I know Jim Jones was looking at her like, bitch, is you serious? This is what happens, man. This is what happens.
When you have a lady that is supposed to be your wife. If you're married to a woman, it is my opinion she should never do this. Can we play the video from the beginning? Right there? Play that.
Guys, how are y'all? I got my crap.
Come sit down.
Oh, come on, because we need this to happen.
Let me tell y'all something. That's Ciara, married to the quarterback, Russell Wilson.
Mm-hmm.
Now, she's his wife, right? This woman just interrupted an interview, interjected her opinion as she talking to another man. You see how he looking? He's trying to be respectful. Right. Everybody trying to be respectful because it's Ciara.
Right.
He looks so uncomfortable.
Don't he look? He's trying to be cool. Jim Jones trying to be a good guy.
Yeah.
Let me tell you something, man. There's no way you can protect a woman who's bold enough to do that. And this is stuff that is just not taught to people. You cannot protect a woman that will interrupt an interview like this, sit her funky ass down, and start speaking to another man about marriage. We don't understand how important this is. We know everything about Russell Wilson just by watching that right there. You have no control of your woman. Your woman has no respect for you because I don't care if you're not with her. Russell Wilson is probably trying to be at camp getting ready for the NFL season.
Yeah.
He couldn't make it to the BET Awards this year. Your woman ain't got no business stopping an interview, sitting on a couch with some men she don't know, and then start telling another man about what he supposed to do with a woman. Now, we act like this ain't serious, but this is one of the breakdowns of society. This is foul behavior from anybody's wife. If that was my wife, I would be so mad. We would have a real issue with. Do you see Jim Jones?
Yeah.
These are some good guys, man.
I am so curious to see what he said. I'm gonna have to look.
I mean, he tried to be a good guy. But I'm gonna tell you something for those who will listen, especially the women that's watching the show. You don't need to represent yourself and your husband like that. Because you have basically, like if you married, right?
Yeah.
We know she got a baby by Future and all like that, and we've heard stories about, you know, the son had to be around Russell Wilson and all that. It just basically shows that your husband is simp because of how you represent him in the streets. You don't walk up, I'm talking to the women of the world, you don't impose yourself in conversations, whether it's an interview, whether it is a man who, if you're in public and you married, let's say a man started talking to you. Do you know the first thing you're supposed to tell that man? Sir, I'm married and, you know.
I'm spoken for,
yeah. Please, you know, woo, woo, woo. But some people will be like, that's if he flirting with you. But if you see two men outside of, I'm trying to think of a safe place. If you see two men outside the courthouse, and they're talking about a case that all three of y'all was in, you're not supposed to walk up to them men and interject yourself in the conversation, especially if you don't know them.
Nope.
Yeah, that's true. In case y'all don't know, fellas, your woman has to respect you. And when a woman is that comfortable in other men's face, she doesn't respect you. It's like she's single. And this is why, like I said, simps are so dangerous, because when a simp can't control a bird causes destruction. When a man can't tame a bird, bro, she will mess everything up, bro. And when your wife is that comfortable, it's so easy for another man to smash. Matter of fact, just look at this breakdown between how this dude met Ciara.
I wanted a woman who would tilt the room. Like when they walk in the room, all the furniture slides her way. You know what I mean? Like everything slides her way.
That's a cold bar right there. That's a cold bar. I ain't gonna hold you.
And so for me, like I just remember that. I wrote that down. We prayed over it. And 3 days later, I met C.
For every man, there's a woman. And for every dummy, there's a dummy.
And this is why I always tell you guys, a simp is the most dangerous man on this planet. Now, as a man, when it comes to manifesting a woman, of course, you will, manifest a wife, a virtuous woman, a quality woman. This man manifested a bird. Think about that, bro. This is a man who wanted to save a bird so bad. It's crazy. But Russell Wilson, this is the guy who walked so guys like Devin Haney, Travis Hunter could run. This is the guy who pioneered being a simp.
3 days later, I meet C. And when I walked in the room and I saw, little Future, he's 9 months at the time or whatever, and he crawls in my lap, and it was like, this is gonna be my responsibility. Come again? When I walked in the room and I saw, little Future, he's 9 months at the time or whatever, and he crawls in my lap, and it was like, this is gonna be my responsibility.
Sensational.
God, I remember leaving that night and God saying, God saying to me, raising this child is gonna be your responsibility. And realizing that, I pray to God, are you sure this is what you want me to do? Say, son, this is for you.
The first night?
Yeah, the first night. It's gonna be your responsibility. And
was that scary?
Oh yeah, I mean, I think scary just in the sense of, not scary, but it was more so an opportunity.
How you, I'm saying, talk to me, bro.
Like, okay, God, this is what you want me to do. This is, stepping in to raise, a child with C and this and that, and realizing that, okay, God, like, I know she's the one for me, but also too, I'm gonna take this responsibility as well. Like, okay, like, and I was ready for that.
Always remember, one man's 2-year relationship is another man's one-night stand. Play it safe, fellas.
Look, first and foremost, nothing is wrong with being a stepdad. If you find a woman that you love and you want to start a family with her and she got kids, if you want to step up and be a stepdad to her kids, do what you do. Me personally, it's not my preference. I don't believe in raising another man's child. I believe as a man, you should start your own family and raise your own kids. But things do happen in life, and sometimes you might become a stepdad. But here's the issue, and it's funny how nobody is talking about this. It's the fact that Ciara had Future baby, right? And 9 months after that, she had that man baby crawling on another man's lap. 9 months after that, she was busting it open. All this happened within a year. And for me, this is just me though. I just feel like it's kind of weird, bro. If I meet a chick and she have a 9-month baby, in my eyes, like, I'll be thinking like, yo, baby, you don't need to be focused on dating right now. You really should be focused on being a mother, adjusting to motherhood. But that's the thing about a bird, fellas. You can't keep a bird down for too long, bro. Like, once a bird kick out that baby, it's back to the streets.
And when I saw my honey, my husband, like, I've never seen anything like that. Yeah. Never. I haven't talked to anyone like that. Like, I haven't felt anything like that. But I felt everything that I, like, I'm almost gonna cry. My hormones. But maybe it's not my hormones. But but I could, like, see, like, it was exactly what I was saying right in front of me. Like, it's crazy. Oh my God. Like, crazy. How? When did you meet him? Like, what was the situation? How did you meet? We had our first in-person meeting. Before we met in person, we were chatting a little bit. And when he met in person, it was the craziest thing, because I was trying to make sure I'm doing this right. Because mind you, I hadn't met a guy at this point. I hadn't talked to a guy or anything at this point. So I'm like, this is like, it's a guy in general. And he always he was like, well, because I'm like, well, when we were meeting, I'm like, I also was looking at it from a friendship perspective, Ciara. I also was looking at it from a friendship perspective. 'Cause,
saying? Like, you know, the build up before you get there. He was like, what friendship? He's like, I don't look for no friend. You know, so we joke about that.
I love it.
Because I want to be like really like
best
intentional
buds
and like,
fuck out of here.
Yeah, what you talking about?
It's an evil world we live in.
Yo, fellas, I always tell you guys, the signs are always there. It's the same signs you see all the time. Whenever a woman don't respect a man, whenever she thinks he's a sucker, she will always friend zone him first. She will always put you in the friend zone and brag about it. It's the same thing that happened with Travis Hunter, right? At first, he wasn't my type. I friend zoned him. What is she doing? She's doing the same thing. And this is what I'm talking about, bro. The signs are always there. Whenever a woman doesn't respect her man, she gotta put him down first. She gotta put you down because you're beneath her. See what I'm saying? In her mind, she's doing you a favor. She's settling for you because nobody else was willing to save her after her baby was just 9 months and she's already back in the streets. A real man is not gonna try to save a woman like that. I mean, the baby couldn't even walk yet. But what's even more crazy, look at how she knew he was the one.
You know, but you know, we're gonna go in phases kind of thing.
Right.
But when we met in person, the first time in person we talked was actually at my place.
Oh.
And you know, it was kind of it was the best thing for the both of us, we felt, because even though we were, you know, meeting as friends and all that stuff, even though we're doing that,
it's not a
you
date.
know, my son was there and my dad was there. So see, the friendship perspective.
Oh yeah, you really were like, he's probably like, oh my god, I'm meeting the dad.
No,
and you're like,
no,
you're just a homie.
That shit is crazy.
We actually talked about it, and you know, what did he say to me? He was like, well, I'm gonna have to meet him anyways. Like, Russ was very like,
I love it, confident.
Like, oh, very. So I'm like, you know, so we meet, and again, that's not like a traditional way. I'm not telling someone to do that.
Yeah.
But because it's he and I, you know, you're public figures in our world, unfortunately, oftentimes I think if you you put the cart before the horse before you are officially together, the world puts this pressure on you, and it's just becomes something else that it kind of like gets in the way of what, you know, the true thing is that's there could be. So we just were being private, basically. We were going to go out to eat dinner, and then we kind of like, let's keep it in.
What did you guys do?
So we just talked, and we were supposed to have dinner. Food was like, belly was like content. Even though it was hungry, it was content. Like, you know, because we were like talking and talking and talking, and it was crazy. Everything that we talked about, like we were aligned on, like, and I'm not gonna lie to you, there was one point in time we were talking and he was talking to me and I wasn't hearing nothing he was saying because I was like, he's so beautiful. Like, I'm looking at him, I'm like, he's like gorgeous. Like, because I didn't look him up. I didn't want to know anything about like him before we met.
C-A-P.
Right. So I'm just like, wow. Yeah, no, I was literally just sitting there, like, he's talking. I'm like,
You're like, oh wait, but just friends, just friends.
No,
Shit.
but the words are going like this, whew, over my head, and so yes, you know.
He's like, do you agree? You're like, part.
What'd you say?
Yeah, I love that for sure.
I mean, I'm hearing what he's saying. I'm in the conversation, but I can't remember all that we were saying. You know, so
he's looking great.
It was nice. So we just sat and talked, and I knew, and I said this the other day when I was talking to him, I was like, this is something different. I knew like that I'd never felt what I felt in that moment. I knew this was a different man that I was talking to than, you know, I just knew, like, it was different, like so much to the point that I called Yoli, my best friend. I called her after and I said, Yoli, I was like, I don't want to jinx anything. I was like, but I think he's, and she goes, the one. And I go, yes. Like, I've never said that in my life. Never said that in my life. So
it was meant to be.
Without a doubt.
But
without a doubt.
What was it about him that really impressed you that day?
It was, you know what, his conversation, how he talked about life.
Fellas, be careful of women like Ciara. If you notice, she just said she wasn't listening to anything that he said. It was going over her head. Now all of a sudden, what impressed you about him the most? Oh, his conversation. No, it's a simple fact that he was a sucker and he was willing to save her. And the thing about this chick, she's gonna fool a fool. She comes off as soft-spoken. So if you're a sucker dude, like, you might be like, oh man, she's so nice. But these are the worst kinds, because their whole shit is an act. Their whole shit is very pretensive. So fellas, just be careful, bro.
It's also a feeling too. You know, it's kind of hard to put in words, but I know when I'm talking to, like I said, those taste buds are activated. Like I'm talking to like everything that I had on the palate was like it was stimulated. It was like clear. Like you know, and so I just knew, like, even how he talked to my dad, you know, and my son was like moving around, and at some point in time, like he's holding him. Like there was actually this funny thing. Y'all think we ever told about this, but where there's this chair that's like in my kitchen, and the chair is like about to fall over, and Future is literally, my son he's right there, and literally Russ like slides in the socks, catches the chair. It honestly, no, this may sound dramatic, but no lie, he slides over, catches the chair, and I'm like, okay. Okay, Superman, we got a Superman in the bed. I was like, no, but you know.
I'm so proud of you. You found happiness. Okay. One monkey don't stop a show. You never have.
Listen, why y'all think so many birds love Ciara? Because she's like a queen bird. She's given the other birds hope. Like, yo, if y'all act right, you're gonna find y'all a sucker one day. And I'm gonna show y'all. But here's the reality, fellas. She knew Russell Wilson was the one after he saved another man's son. Think about how crazy that is, man. She's telling y'all, that's how I knew he was the one. When I saw him dove like Superman to save Future's son, I'm like, yo, that's him. This right here is sad, bro. And I keep telling y'all, after a bird is damaged from the streets, from dealing with the players, she gotta find a sucker to power up to heal. Ever since she got with Russell Wilson, have y'all peeped? She got more sexual. She's showing more. Every time you look up, she's twerking. She's half naked. Why y'all think that is? That bird is powering up, man. Anytime now, she's ready to hit the streets again. I think she got 3 or 4 kids, but she's still out here twerking. Why? Because of her nature. A sucker can't tame a bird nature, man. Like whenever a bird get with a sucker, her nature just increases. Facts, and it's crazy. And it's why I tell y'all, bro, you can't save a bird, no matter how hard you try. Fellas, don't go out like Russell Wilson, man. And like I always tell you dudes, the signs are always there. She's telling y'all what it is. The only reason why I stuck with him or give him a chance is simply because he's a sucker. Fellas, be wise out here, man.
If you haven't yet, go get you some of that merch. Y'all already know, don't feed the birds. That's what it is. We don't feed the birds over here. So if you rock with your boy, go get you some of that good merch.